Streamings. Hey guys, I'm just testing out, making sure my audio's working right for my mic, because in the past I've noticed my stream sounds like crap. You can't really hear me. I don't want to have to yell. Let me see how we're doing. So this is just me testing. Mixing. Yeah. See, I'm messing with it on my phone right now too. Messing with it on my phone right now too. Why does it sound like that? Yeah, see, I'm messing with it on my phone right now too. Why does it sound like that? I shouldn't sound like I'm in a tin can, is really what it is. Maybe if I get rid of that. I shouldn't sound like I'm in a tin can, is really what it is. Alright, so now I gotta figure out why it sounds the way it does. I might need to get a shock mount for my mic, along with what I already have. I've got my boom, pop filter. I'm using a Yeti, Blue Microphones Yeti, and it just happens to be blue on top of that as well, because I didn't want silver, and the black, they wanted too much for it, so, and I had a gift card, so you gotta use it. And I have to finish putting up my sound deflection panels on my wall. I've got some, and I have 12 behind my desk, so when I'm talking it doesn't bounce back. And then I might put some somewhere on the wall behind me, and some in the corners, so there's no dead spots in here. Originally this room from my landlord was supposed to be a sound room, so he did do a good job of insulating above. It's got a drop ceiling, so it's got tiles. I can move those around. I have a light right there that I'm kind of rigged up with a diffuser. It's a sheet of paper. But I have diffuser socks on the way for those cans. I need to I'm looking at getting better lighting for in here, which I turned the compensation off on my camera so there's no lag, which I know there is some, and I'm still messing with and learning OBS, and it's a great program, a lot better than XSplit. XSplit uses too many resources to me, and for what I have in my rig, it shouldn't be running as heavily as it is. 5930K with a 1080 Ti and 32 gigs of memory, and OS is on a solid state. My games are on solid states. The only thing that's not are other media that I have that doesn't need a solid state. And then I have the rig that I'm till finishing. I have to take the TI out of here, put it in there, take the 1080 out of there, put the stock cooler back on it, put it in here, tear down the loop that's in this rig that I'm using right now, and putting an AIO in it that I already have that's sitting somewhere around here. It's probably in the closet over there. Finish setting up lights, and then probably by the time I finish that, I'll be tearing everything down to transport it to the place in Massachusetts for the summer. So I'll be streaming from up there in the evenings, since I won't be in this home office, so I'll have to figure out. Fortunately, the lights I'm looking at are portable. And I need the lights anyway for photography, because half the stuff that I've had is just, it's old, and I normally don't shoot in studio. I normally go out and shoot scenes. Normally a landscape photographer. I occasionally do portraits, but I want to get more into video as well. Of course, my brother is amazing at video. Awesome editor, everything. Which, if you're seeing this, Andrew, you're the man. But that's what he does for a living. Me, I run an art gallery, build PCs, and play games, and play with my son, and try to get him into doing this as well. But yeah. I should be on later on this evening. Depending on any errands I have to run or anything like that. So, right now, again, this is just a test of me trying to get my audio right, making sure my light's right. So I'm probably going to go by Home Depot, pick a couple more cans up, some more of these bulbs that I'm using in this light. They're semi-spot. Only for this style of LED, they only make floods. You just have to find one with a tight beam pattern. And I'm running, what is it, 2700K non-daylight. I prefer warmer light. Just because then it doesn't feel like I'm sitting under fluorescent lights, kind of thing. And then over video, and yeah, you prefer cooler light, but yeah, I prefer warmer lights. And yeah, my hair's great today, so I'll see you guys later, and I'll probably be popping on and off, just testing stuff. So, yay, Monday. And if you hear any background noise picking up through my mic, leave me a comment or anything like that, so I know. Part of it, I know, is the fans in this rig. Hoping that one's quieter. It's four ML120 PWMs, three ML120 PWMs, 4 of those, 2 ML140 PWMs. Cool it off. I want it to try and be as quiet as possible. This one has 5 Noctua 120s in it, and it still makes noise, but air passing through a radiator and anything else, or being pulled through a grate or anything, it's going to make noise. It's just the tone. Because right now, Noctuas have a great sound pattern. It's calming. It's not noisy, not buzzy. Not like the Delta 120s that I had that sound like a small jet engine turbine going off. And if you left like a stack of papers about this thick on top of that rig, it could go and float them away. It's pretty cool. But those suckers could move some air. But those were made for a server room, not a living room. So, but yeah, I'll be popping on and off all day.